In 2023, we celebrate 140 years of Churches of Christ in Queensland. A story of hope, of goodness, of kindness, of overcoming challenges to display unconditional love. A story of unity that has changed lives, a story that you are a part of. We support over 5,000 young people, families and carers, provide over 2,000 homes through affordable housing, care for over 14,000 residents in seniors living and aged care, and reach over 12,000 people through the work of our churches each week. The key to our enduring growth may be found in a bold promise Jesus made in a story about a wise man who built his house on a rock. He said, "Whoever hears his words and puts them into practice is like the wise man. When the rains fell, the floods came, the winds blew and the storm beat against that house, it did not fall because it was built on a rock." While a few wild storms have affected us both as a nation and a church in our 140 years, our foundations of faith have stood strong. In recent times, we've helped overcome a global financial crisis, a global pandemic, catastrophic bushfires, and some of the worst floods in Australia's history. Throughout it all, we have always been led by Jesus, by His words and a simple faith. We stand committed under the banner of bringing the light of Christ into communities. And we've used His wisdom to find solutions. Things like establishing the Churches of Christ Foundation, which celebrates its 40th anniversary this year. The foundation is a religious charitable development fund which has managed over $100 million on behalf of investors, inspired by our mission and the care we provide. While we are proud of our history, we look to where this mission can take us next. To define the modern day Churches of Christ, we look to you, our people, past and present, our foundational leaders, our multicultural members, our trailblazing women, our educators, our homemakers. These impactful people with the knowledge and the love of Jesus have been central to who we are and will define our way forward. People like our current Chief Executive Officer, Mike Folland.
So we're acknowledging our 140 years of life, faith and mission for Churches of Christ in Queensland in this year. And it is important to pause and to take a step back from the busyness of being involved in mission to reflect on how have we got here? Why are we here? How have we been expressing our faith, and what can we learn from our history in order to be more effective moving into the future? In some ways, remembering our history is like keeping our memory. It helps define us, it helps clarify our identity, and it helps remind us of who we are and why. Really important as we celebrate our history at this moment to draw from all of that learning so that we can move with confidence into the future. When my team asked me my perspective of the importance of celebrating our history, is it worth putting time and resources and money into celebrating in this way? My immediate response was that it's important to help us recognise our collective history and who we are. Our history is our collective memory. It's what grounds us and connects us as a movement. So during this video series, you would have heard the term movement a lot. Now, the important thing of a movement is that it needs to maintain its central core, and for us that is the person of Jesus of Nazareth, Jesus Christ, as we seek to follow and live out His example each and every day. But we also have our values for Churches of Christ here in Queensland, and that is unconditional love, continual innovation, mutual trust, wise stewardship and safety. So moving forward, we will continue to strive to be true to who we really are, a movement of Christians bringing the light of Christ into communities.
As we reflect on our past and step into our future, we do so as one unified movement. Let's stand together, shining the light of Christ.